Yeah.
He's gonna want me to read it.
Well,
We'll start
he's
off
tuning in,
strong
yeah.
with some shout outs.
I love INCRadio because I get to meet brethren all around the world.
Io amo INCRadio perché è molto interessante e mi incoraggia di più a partecipare ed essere più uniti attraverso le attività approvate dall'amministrazione.
Ja lubię INCRadio, потому что оно информативно и увлекательно.
Amo INCRadio perché oltre al fatto che incontri nuovi amici e fratelli dentro la Chiesa di Cristo, mi aiuta anche a tirare fuori le mie potenzialità che non sapevo di avere.
Inhom il INCRadio, ashti sperani u amiltni, il giornata ferhana.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good afternoon, good evening if you're watching in a different time zone. Good evening to everyone tuning in from the districts of Bay Area, California, as well as Silicon Valley, California. My name is Sister Sophia, and I'm joined by...
I'm Sister Jill Navasca, and it is a good evening to everyone here in our districts of Bay Area, California, and Silicon Valley, California.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in our first broadcast at 9:30 p.m. instead of our usual 11 a.m. in the morning. But we hope that, you all enjoy our discussion today and have fun with us. Go ahead and send over your greetings, any shout outs, any, birthday greetings, anything you'd like to go ahead and send over in the live chat. Go ahead and do so, and we'll try to read it on air. We are also joined with our brother all the way from San Pablo. If you could go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello to everyone and to all of our viewers back home. My name is Brother James, and it's great. I mean, this is a perfect time. I mean, it's a little late, but this lateness is also a very welcome change.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting time, and it's going to be fun to really see how our broadcasts go at this new time. And before we go ahead and proceed with our discussion, we did want to go ahead and introduce the district minister from the District of Silicon Valley, California, Brother Noel Gasman, who has a greeting for us as well. Hello, Paul. How are you doing today?
Hello po. Good evening po to everyone, and good evening to all of our listeners and watchers. Welcome po to our new schedule of our INCRadio San Francisco. Actually, this is a very, very good time because most of the people are now in their respective homes and having a quality time together, making plans for the weekend. However, we expect that everyone will take their time to watch this program every Friday night. That's why we would like to encourage everyone to continue to support and to share also with our friends, with our loved ones, co-workers, classmates, this program in order for many more people to benefit from the wisdom, from the information that we'll be learning from this program, from every episode of this INCRadio San Francisco. Once again po, good evening and thank you to everyone.
And thank you, Paul, Brother Noel Gasman, our district minister here in the Silicon Valley, California. And we are really absolutely thrilled for everyone joining us on the live chat as well, tuning in, watching, listening, wherever they may be on a Friday night. It is a really, really heartwarming to have and to see everyone joining us this evening to talk about our topic today, right, Sister Sophia?
Yeah, definitely, Sister Jill. And our topic, and I think a lot of us in the Bay Area, maybe not exactly where we are, but a lot of us are feeling like it is summertime. And so today's topic that we are discussing is going to be our best summer self. Because, even though for us at Jill here in the Bay Area, it is a bit more cool, like it doesn't necessarily feel like summer, we do have, some vacation plans, some free time, some time to work on our goals. So
It's true. I think summer for many is a start for a different change because we've gone through a different, I think the time, whether it's summer like school wise, that there's no school, or even just the weather change.
yeah.
The weather change definitely feels like there's that summer. And so it really encourages us to start enjoying this summer season.
Definitely. And if you are here in the live chat with all of us today, go ahead and share your favorite part of the summer season with all of us, and we'll go ahead and try to read your shout outs and greetings in the live chat. Brother James, I don't know if you're seeing this. It looks like our live chat has a lot of viewers, a lot of shout outs going on already. Let's go ahead and see if we can read some of these shout outs aloud as well.
Actually,
Absolutely.
let
go
me
ahead.
go first, Brother James. Sorry, I just wanted to call out the very first greeting that we saw on this chat came from Brother Jordan and DK, our local resident worker here in Redwood City, who's saying hello. Hello po Bay Area and Silicon Valley, California districts. Happy viewing po from Redwood City, SBC. And speaking of, we are actually currently in Redwood City. So I wanted to give a shout out to Brother Jordan and for letting us broadcast here tonight in Redwood City.
Definitely. Special shout out to the local congregation of Redwood City for being our studio for today's first broadcast in our 9:30 p.m. time slot. And our second shout out that we had was from the CFO overseer over in the District of Bay Area, California, Brother Alex Lorito, who says, "Good evening to all the brethren around the world from the local congregation of Burlingame District of Bay Area, California." And we have a lot more as well that I think we can probably get to. We have Brother Robert Messina, who says hello po to all of us watching. We have Ron Ryan Fabior, who says, "Good evening po. Happy viewing from Fremont, California, District of Silicon Valley." We have Sister Kayla Vong, who says, "Hello po Ka Jordan and Ka Alex po. Greetings from Salinas, #Silicon Valley, California." We also have the Bestias V lead, Brother Arlen Abanador. Greetings to all the local congregations from Burlingame, BAC.
Brother James, did you catch any shout outs that you saw? I saw one that was directed to you. You had asked somebody to join and watch you this evening.
Well, let me find that. I have to scroll all the way up. But thank you so much to Sister Taylor Joy for logging in from all the way from tuning in from San Diego, California. Thank you so much for logging in. And also from SoCal, Brother Stephen Horande. Oh, Horande. I'll get your bro. You know what? I'll get your last name right. But tuning in from the District of Los Angeles County, California, Santa Clarita. Thank you for logging in.
Awesome. And we do have also our multimedia advisor over from Bay Area, California, Brother Sean Adam, is also in the chat and says, "Good evening to all watching from #San Leandro and #Castro Valley."
And it's a good way for everyone who's in the live chat currently to tell us about what you have been enjoying about this summer, whether you're not going to school. And I was just mentioning to everybody, summer for me is a little different. I grew up in Daly City, California, where summer doesn't really exist. So I'm curious to know what summer is like for everyone else.
That's true. Yeah, especially those who are tuning in all the way from Southern California. Their summer looks completely different than ours here in Northern California, I think. Yeah.
I think for summer in Daly City, it's pretty much a cool 60 degrees Fahrenheit all year long. So I have no idea what summer is like unless we're out of school. But
Yeah.
But that was it. So
how about for you, James? How hot has it been in San Pablo? Because you're all the way in the East Bay. We're here in the peninsula, but San Pablo, how has it been lately?
I love to have you answer that, or you asking that question, because I just this morning I was just in a tank top and a cardigan because it's been super. It's a bit warmer than I'm usually used to, so that's really what I'm really feeling right now. It's tank top weather for sure. Definitely loose clothes, something comfortable, something breathable. That's the summer vibes for right now.
Awesome. Do you know in San Pablo, does it stay hot in the nighttime also, though?
No, thankfully not. I actually had to crack the window open because it was a little hot, and then the nice cool breeze comes in at the nighttime. So it's a bit of mix of both.
and I think that's what it is in the Bay Area,
Yeah.
California in general. It's like it's hot during the day, but later on in the evening, it definitely cools down. It doesn't stay hot like till 11 o'clock at night, being at 80 degrees. It definitely cools down out here. But I think for summer, how does our summer when summer hits? What do we do to prepare for it, or what are some things that we're looking forward to in this when the summertime comes around?
Yeah, actually, I have a great answer in the live chat as well about that, Sister Jill. Brother Stefan Onrade said, my favorite part of the summer season is watching the summer movies that have come out already. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Especially if your movie theater is air conditioned. That's a good one as well. And Sister Destiny says, I love how productive I am during the summer because there's more sunlight. It makes me want to spend my day to the fullest. I feel that
that's
too.
That's a good answer.
Mhm.
It is lighter,
Yeah.
like the daylight stays out much longer past 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So you feel like you can do more in your day
Definitely.
during the summer. So those are great answers. I love the movie.
Yeah.
When
I
when
like
it's
that too.
especially hot, you go to
Yeah.
the theaters for the air conditioning.
Definitely. And Sister Kayla in the chat, she says, it's the quality time during summer for me. The great weather and where we live is the best. And I feel that too, especially, have you been able, as a mom, to Jill, have you been able to spend quality time more with your daughters as well?
When summer is triggered in my household when they are not in school anymore. So that triggers my summer, and it is for me movies. We get a chance to, like, they have those bargain days out in the movie theaters. So, or any of, as mentioned, any of the summer, you've seen the commercials earlier in the year, and then finally these summer movies are out.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like, earmark these movies to catch in the theater all together, and not have to wait for nighttime or after school. We can catch the matinee, which is a little more affordable. I know movies are not. They're definitely getting more expensive.
Yeah,
Definitely more expensive. So watching it during matinees and during the day is really helpful for families.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. And not even just that, I feel like there's more chances to go even out to eat fancy lunches and things like that. Food, a lot of food trucks are out, especially in the Bay Area in the summertime. So that's always fun to
That's a good one.
into.
Lunchtime
Yeah.
cost versus dinner time cost,
Mhm.
very different. So you go
True.
out and enjoy the weather.
Yeah,
You can
definitely.
go out and enjoy the weather. So, Brother James, what do you want to add to our summer, activities, or what you look forward to?
You know what? Stefan said it best. Summertime is meant for smoothie time, or I think that's what he said. But it is perfect time for smoothies. I've actually had a craving for a week straight of just shaved ice and smoothies. So actually, I'm gonna ask the chat, like, what is your guys' favorite smoothie flavor? If you guys want to drop it down, I'm a little curious.
That's a good one.
That is true,
Yeah.
because smoothies in the wintertime or when it's cold
Yeah.
doesn't taste as refreshing or good.
Yeah.
Unless it's super hot, or
Yeah.
it really and in the winter you definitely want to be more comforted, like with warmer flavors,
Yeah.
and so a smoothie doesn't really go well during the colder
Mhm.
months.
Yeah, Sister Liza Filano says, yes, po, we love summer, especially Selena's locale. They have Holo Holo on Sunday. Man, that's a
Oh,
good one. And Sister Janelle David says, getting boba with other brethren. And
yes.
Sister Tracy from San Diego, I was thinking the same thing, Sister Tracy. Avocado smoothies
Ooh,
are
good
so
one.
good with condensed milk in it.
Avocado
Man.
smoothies.
Well, I see one right here. Brother Francis says, I look forward to different kinds of smoothies, especially watermelon smoothies out in Gilroy. Is
Man, shout out to Gilroy.
Wow,
Oh, we
those
have a
are
lot of oh man, a lot of smoothie lovers in the chat
very,
right
there's
now.
very
Actually,
great question, James.
yeah,
Berry smoothies or acai bowl? Oh
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
those are all really refreshing in warmer and hotter months
yeah.
during the summer. I love it.
Special shout out as well to brother Kenneth Rowlar who says mango tapioca, all time favorite, and Tahoe as well.
Oh, iced
Awesome.
coffees.
Yeah,
Yes,
iced
definitely
coffees,
iced
iced
coffees. I was
coffees,
just talking
yeah.
about coffee, whether our broadcast was either in the morning, I need coffee, and then at night, I still
Yeah.
need coffee. Iced coffee is the way to go on a
Mhm.
hotter day,
Yeah.
especially in the evening to really just, it feels, for whatever reason, iced coffee
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
refreshing.
Iced coffee is
Iced
good.
coffee
Yeah.
is refreshing on a hot day,
And I
for
see
sure.
brother Brian Mina as well is also saying iced coffee. And
Nice.
brother Arlen brought up a good point as
Oh,
well.
yes.
Summer equals barbecue season.
Ooh,
Barbecue season.
barbecue
for sure.
season is
Yeah.
good. That
James,
is.
have you gone to any barbecues or had any fun summer
That's
events?
actually something we just did last weekend. First thing we did was it was one of our. It's been a while since the friend group had came together, so we went to the nearest. We went to the nearest reservoir, got a gazebo, barbecued a lot of different types of meat, hot dogs, flank, a lot of steak. It's been great. It's great weather to do so. You know, being able to be near the especially the waterfront. It's been fantastic, and we also had like we tried to have a Filipino breakfast. I think in that barbecue. I don't know how well we did it. There were some things we had to figure out. For example, we didn't buy the right tocino, right? So it was like one of those. I didn't know there were different types of tocino. Like there's one that comes in a block of meat, and there's ones that's already cut up, right? So getting the ones cut up does not really work on a grill because it's a grill. Definitely should have thought better than that. But it's been great, fantastic time to do barbecue.
And so
Love that.
here's my next question then for our summer. Speaking of summer, there's so many things that happens during summer. Great food, smoothies, barbecue. But does our health and fitness change when
Yes.
when warmer weather comes around or in the summer? We were just talking about this. James, I think, has a good. He had something to say about fitness changes once summer hits.
Yeah. What have you been up to, James, in your fitness
All
routine?
right. So at the start of the summer, a few weeks ago, me and Sophia had this conversation. I believe also on INCRadio, on what our goals for the summer is, and then my goal was to get back in shape. Right. Only thing is, I am having a crazy hard time doing so discipline wise. So I really kind of had to dial back and really figure out a way to I can be consistent. And one of the ways I thought of doing that was being consistent in running. So I've been consistently running for the last month and a half. And starting off from when I started, I was running. I was running basically a 14-minute mile, which isn't I don't think is bad. I think it's just that was a nice starting point. Right now, where I'm at is I am running about a bit under 10. But I am running a little bit differently now, and I'm actually tracking it, and it actually helps me maintain my confidence that I'm making progress. Is that I switched from miles to kilometers, and that was actually one of the trippiest things because then I was like, how do you measure kilometers into miles? So it's roughly 1.6 kilometers per mile. And then just recently, I hit my best time so far. It's just 3 kilometers straight under 18 minutes. So that is one of the things I had a goal for myself was to get myself in shape, not only improve my stamina, but really trying to get that mindset of I want to get back into shape, and that's one of the things I've achieved recently. I don't know if that answers your question, but
No, no, very, no, very nice. And I think summer, when it's warmer, it does make you think about getting in shape because again, light, there's daylight, a little bit longer. So after work, for many, that's around 5 or 6, there's still daylight outside to be able to just, do a quick walk
Yeah.
and or run. I don't know. I mean, like James, you're running. I think I'm a walker. I'm a bit of a
I feel
walker.
that,
So
yeah.
so after work, when it's still light outside, it definitely helps you to think you could still put an activity after work
Yeah,
with
100%.
with the daylight being a little bit longer during the summer. So it does change our perspective of adding in fitness or health activity during the summer because 5 o'clock and it's dark. You just want to go
Yeah.
inside go under the covers. I don't know. When it's cold and it's
True.
dark outside, you don't want to walk outside or run.
Yeah, that's true. I feel the same exact way. Like, because you don't want to just go to, I mean, sometimes you do want to take a nap in the summer anyways, but when it's like work and you get off and it's dark, it's like, okay, I'm ready to take my nap. But now in the summertime, I'm like, I still have this daytime. I have to kind of, use it to its max. I think it's funny too, because for a moment we got everyone in the live chat craving dessert and talking about their favorite smoothies and how they want
Favorite
dessert, like
smoothies.
Tahoe and mango sago, all these other good things.
I love the
But-
avocado smoothie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling avocado smoothie at the moment.
Definitely.
And I want to say, because it's avocado, it's
Yeah.
healthier.
Definitely. And healthy fats, right?
Right.
Avocado.
Good fats, yeah.
But we do have a lot of great, tips and even like things that others like to do in the summer. We have from Brother Jody, he says, quick set of push-ups and body squats every hour when possible throughout the day. Wow, every hour,
Wow.
Brother Jody, that's very ambitious, but that's awesome.
And
For
he's
me, at
pretty
least, for
fit.
me.
I've seen him. He is very fit.
That's true. And we have Sister Miles Santos in the chat as well, who says, I feel like going straight to the gym after work keeps me accountable and makes sure I follow through. I think I also saw in the chat that Sister Tracy from San Diego, she mentioned that she does her exercise indoors in a climbing gym, which is also awesome.
That is
Full body
awesome.
muscle workout.
That just means she does
that's
it
awesome,
all
Sister
year
Tracy.
long, not just in the summer because
That's
it's
true.
indoor. It's all
Yeah.
year long, but that's awesome.
Totally.
If she's motivated year long with that is pretty good. I saw somebody who I haven't had a chance to say hello to, Sister Pauline. Hello, and we miss you out here, by the way.
Yeah,
and
we miss you, Pauline.
thank you for joining us this evening in our INC Radio this Friday night.
Man, awesome.
So yeah, let's ask everyone what's their favorite summertime health fitness routine that they might only feel like doing in the summer. I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm curious. So if there is something in the summer that you rather do than in the cooler months, I think that would be an interesting comment here. So if you have something that you do and you look forward to in the summer as far as fitness, I'd love to hear. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Again, I never experienced summer. I grew up in Daly City. Okay.
That's true. Beaches. I know we have some in Southern California who are tuned in. I'll give this to them. Their beaches are a lot nicer than Northern California beaches. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased, but
I think it's true.
It's true. Yeah. For going to the beach in the summertime, it's different.
We have a good one here, Brother Jesus Gama. For summer, biking. That is a perfect summer type of fitness or health activity, fitness activity.
Yeah.
Biking, because you don't want to bike through the rain.
Definitely.
And it's dangerous,
More
by the way. It's dangerous. So biking in the summer is biking, something to look forward to as maybe a family, even just for a family activity, biking through because it's nice weather.
Definitely.
Great answer.
Yeah, this is nice. You mentioned biking with Cut Art by Ron as well. I'm like, that's nice.
Oh, they have a route. Okay, what route? Well, then we could join you on your biking route.
Good point, not to chill. Let's see who else. Sister Pauline mentions, it's too hot in Sacramento, so we like using our walking pad to get our steps in instead of walking outside. Definitely understandable, especially with those 100 plus temperatures as well.
James, what other? So you mentioned about barbecue and getting your run in, getting smoothies. how you are getting a health into this health mode in the summer. What are the other things that you want, give out to our listeners and viewers? What are some of your tips that you've learned, especially you're getting back into shape? Everyone is getting back into shape, I must say, after COVID.
Yeah.
There's definitely, it's a very hard thing to kickstart. How did you kickstart your getting back into shape and in the beginning of our summer season?
It's great that you said that because I did take a huge hiatus on my work and fitness. I was really I was in the gym a lot prior to COVID, and then when it hit and we had to just quarantine, I just wasn't having I didn't have access to the equipment that I wanted, so I took about like a year and a half, almost 2 years of break. And I gained a lot of weight. I went from a size medium to a large-ish, and it's one of those things where coming back from that long hiatus, how do you start again? And I think for those who are thinking about getting back into shape, I think it's really just a matter of consistency. Motivation only stays for a short period of time. You can be inspired for like a weekend, maybe two, maybe at most three, but it's really just bringing yourself um and showing up. Like I what I one of the things I do now is I prep my clothes and I put it in a bag and I put it in front of the door, so I have no choice but to pick it up. And kind of just not, now I have a gym bag and I'm just not gonna waste clothes in a bag. It'd be a waste. So right after work, like my actually my sister had commented that going straight after work and kind of just showing up. Sometimes I don't want to have a run, and it's okay, because then the only test you have is against yourself, right? It's really just a mentality thing, right?
Yes.
And then once you get past that hump and you really get into this routine, it becomes really enjoyable. I do look forward to my runs now. I'm not the biggest runner before, but seeing that progress and seeing myself continually to change, right? This is also a growth moment for me. It's exciting, and I'm sure it'll be exciting for you guys. So we're gonna
That's
look forward to your guys' updates the next time we ask you guys how was your guys' summer and how was your guys' summer plans.
at the end of the
So
summer, we will get that update. Great.
Yeah,
Good
of
tip.
course.
I love
Mhm.
getting a gym bag ready so it's there, no excuse. That
Yeah.
and being accountable. So I love that tip,
Mhm.
Brother James. Having it ready to go and not waiting, or it's looking at you like you've prepared it. Why not go?
Yeah,
I love it.
100%.
I want to have a couple more shout outs on
Oh,
from the
yeah,
live chat.
absolutely.
I love this one from Sister Tracy from INC Radio San Diego. She says,
Yeah.
hiking early in the morning, that's, I mean, which so it's not too hot or
Mhm.
toasty,
Yeah.
but then going for KKB, BQ, Korean barbecue afterwards. That is a good plan.
That's true.
That
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
very good summer plan. Hiking in the morning, then Korean barbecue later on to really reward yourself.
Totally. I'm
Reward
sure there's
yourself.
like electrolytes and Korean barbecue and things like that too, right?
I think that's a great summer plan right there.
Yeah,
It's a good day.
definitely. Yeah, and it's really great, to see how much participation and all of the shout outs and ingredients that we have. Actually, from Brother Walton Flores, he says, "Good evening, everyone. Tuning in from Milpitas, SBC. I make sure to do a few sets of push ups or lunges and crunches after waking up in the morning. I also try to run at least twice or three times a week." Man, that's really inspiring
That
as
is
well.
really
Paul.
good.
I love how
That
it's
is
a
really good.
routine too. And there's a quote that I heard once. It's when motivation is gone, discipline is what you have to rely on instead. So, because
That is
especially
a
with
good
working up,
quote.
right, and trying out
Yes.
to be your best self, like, yeah, you can feel motivated. It's easy to do it in the beginning, but once that motivation
It's
goes
gone.
away, discipline has to kick in, right? And you have to kind
To
of keep
keep
that.
going, to
Yeah.
keep going, that discipline kicks in. Oh,
that.
that's a really good quote,
Yeah.
Sister Sophia. I love
And
that
Sister
one.
Miles has another tip as well. Sister Janelle and I FaceTime each other when we go to the gym to make sure we've actually went. So having a gym buddy is also helpful. Accountability buddies.
Yes.
Accountability buddies.
That is really
That's good
helpful.
as
That's a
well.
great tip.
Yeah.
That is a great tip too.
Mhm.
If you can rely on someone to
Yeah.
push you as well. So I love
Yeah,
that,
that's
to
really
have a
good.
gym buddy, a workout buddy, a walking buddy.
Mhm.
If gym is too strenuous, I'm actually really I think gym is a little bit fierce. It's not something I do. So I think
Yeah.
walking is good versus going to the gym.
Definitely. I'm laughing at this this comment as well from Sister Kayla. She says, Sana all. Okay, Sophia, let's do that too. We'll do it, Sister Kayla. And by the end of the month, we'll say,
We'll
okay,
have an update at
we
the end of the
we
summer.
FaceTimed once. Just kidding. Actually, though, speaking about buddies, we do have a comment from shout out to Brother Alex Lorito from Brother William Koo, who is his classmate and also our Clea Tech helping us in the broadcast as well.
Hello,
Yeah.
Clea Tech.
And one more, we'd also like to greet a happy anniversary to Ka Alex and Sister Paula Lorito as well, who are celebrating their anniversary
Happy
today.
anniversary. Do we know how many years? I'm curious.
I don't know how many
but
years.
happy anniversary,
Yeah.
Paul. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Celebrating today and joining us for our broadcast. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for tuning in.
And
Yeah.
I really appreciate everyone's comments and greetings and shout outs in our live chat and joining us this Friday evening. I know in our new time slot. So I hope we can continue to see each other every Friday with everybody here on the chat and continue to chat with us and talk about all the other topics that are coming up for INC Radio. Okay, so
and Brother Jeff said 8 years. I'm thinking that must be the anniversary of an 8-year anniversary of Ka Alex and Ka Paulo. So happy anniversary, Paul. Awesome. And James, like as we kind of are starting to wrap up, do you have any maybe tips that you also kind of to take care of yourself with how busy summer can get? Because I know with all the fitness, all the things, all the awesome activities that we're really keeping up with, how do you kind of self-care and take care of yourself as well in those in this busy time?
It's one of those things where you kind of just have to, like, for example, like I don't always have a time to go run, right? Or go to the gym. Maybe it's out of the way, or maybe it's not within my schedule to do. Or maybe even just do something alternatively, right? Maybe a 10-minute, like Brother Jody, doing sit-ups or push-ups or any type of exercises that you can do in a short 15-minute span. I believe we can all spare 15 minutes, just so that you can continue that streak you have going, right? If you keep it as a tally mark, right? It's like, oh, I did 2 days, now I did 3 days, now maybe I did a week, now a month. By probably the third week, you already feel like you've accomplished something, right? So small wins is also part of a larger win in and of itself. Having an accountability buddy. I also have one myself. His name is Jeff. Brother Jeff, shout out to you. And it's really is a matter of showing up and having fun with it, right? It doesn't always have to be something completely physical. Doesn't have to be weightlifting or running. Something you enjoy, finding a little that fun little mind game that you play with yourself when you're doing that said activity can go a long way, because like Sophia said, motivation is in the absence of motivation, discipline is going to be key. So and taking care of yourself, especially now, drink lots of water. If anything, just do something positive for yourself. If you haven't been drinking a lot of water, drink a lot more water, a gallon of water a day. Something to give you that motivation to keep becoming more healthier than you are, more so than you are.
Thanks, James. I love that. Do something positive for yourself. That is something that we probably forget with such busy schedule, not just in the summer, but with everything that we might take care of, families, our responsibilities, work, so many things that were. I saw someone, Kyle Akuna, said multitask. Like multitask, walking in meetings, doing something. I love the doing something positive. Drinking water is positive, and take those wins, right? Take those wins and really give yourself credit for for doing something, and that'll help you to keep going.
Definitely.
I thank you for that. I love the quote that Sister Sophia gave earlier. When motivation runs out, discipline kicks in. Do something positive for yourself, from Brother James. I love that. It's something And I think everybody during this busy summer,
Mhm.
now that your kids might be bugging you, you have friends
Yeah.
who might be having extra time,
Yeah.
how to fit all of that into
Mhm.
a pretty busy work life and
Definitely.
schedule, and making time for everything that you love to do.
Yeah, and hearing about this and thinking about all the fun things we can do, give yourself something to really look forward to with all this free time that we have in the summer as well. I know vacations, a lot of us are planning some awesome trips that we're hoping for and looking forward to. So I think too, if you give yourself something to look forward to, it really helps just positively and kind of making this an awesome season for yourself.
I do know this. Like, when people are planning vacation, of course, they want to get fit because of all the eating that they're going to do on vacation.
Yeah.
So they definitely,
True.
summer is one of those times when they all get fit. But after, once they get on vacation, they don't have to worry about,
Yeah.
everything that they intake.
That's true. Unless you go on a vacation where you have to hike a whole lot too, then it kind of hopefully balances it.
But then in hiking, you have to
Yeah.
find really good food after hiking.
Korean barbecue. Yeah, Korean
I love that.
barbecue, like
Yes,
Sister
or
Tracy
barbecue, and
said.
a barbecue out, but hiking, doing your walk,
Yeah.
but then treating yourself afterwards.
Definitely. Yeah. And of course, something that we're all looking forward to. There are so many activities that we have this summer that we're really looking forward to. Of course, our new weekly broadcast every 9:30 p.m. on Fridays is one thing that we're looking forward to. But to Jill, I know something that has been taking a good amount of your time has been preparing for the INC 110 concert.
Yes,
Could
we
you tell us
have.
a little bit about what the brethren are also looking forward to?
So in the districts of Bay Area, California, and Silicon Valley, California, we are preparing for the INC anniversary 110 concert, and I do believe every district throughout the world is joining in and preparing for a celebration. And for our district, it is a combined effort, and there's performances, live performances, singing. There's dancing, and even a gospel choir. And we've been, I think, for a couple months now, been preparing for this, and it's there are some challenges with having two districts combined because of our schedules, different schedules. So our performers are coming from both districts, and I think it's because we've enjoyed working with each other and seeing all the talents from both districts come together for this concert, for this celebration, and I can't wait for it to all come together for that day. And it has been set for July 28th. That's a Sunday of this year for our anniversary of 110. And I do know this, all other districts are preparing some celebration as we are too here in Bay Area, California.
Yeah,
I
Bay Area,
had to
Silicon
think
Valley.
of the both districts. I was about to say our old district, but
Totally,
it's Bay Area, California, and Silicon Valley, California.
And we have a lot of shout outs to you as well, up to Jill from Brother Jody, as well as Sister Kayla, who are saying the best stage director. So thank you so much for all your hard work. We're really excited. Both districts are super excited.
Well, we have
this,
some really talented brethren and really creative leads, from singing to the dance, leads that we have. I'm excited for everyone to see this concert. I would kind of bittersweet. It is kind of bittersweet for the two districts. Might be one of our last big projects that we're able to work on together. And not to say we won't work together in the future, but it will be one of the last ones after maybe for the time being.
Definitely, yeah. Well, I'm not sure that all the performers and everyone is going to really give it their all, and it's going to be so great to participate in. And I know that's not the only special event that we're having as well. Shout out to our district supervising minister as well, Brother Jojo Bayani, who is in our live chat and says, let's all participate in our upcoming August 4 worldwide evangelical mission. Let's bring our friends and loved ones. And so another great thing that we're all going to be looking forward to is going to be that worldwide evangelical mission taking place in all the locales around the world.
And I think it's all part of our anniversary, celebrating 110 years.
Yeah.
It's kind of an ongoing celebration that includes, of course, our
Mhm.
anniversary on the 27th. I
Yeah.
believe in both districts. In our district, there's a neighborhood
Mhm.
appreciation day as part of our celebration.
Yeah,
Next day
definitely.
is of course our concert
Mhm.
celebration, and then it continues on to individual neighbor
Yeah.
INC giving
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
different parts of our districts on the
Mhm.
28th and 29th.
Yeah.
And then, of course, now for our worldwide evangelical mission that will be happening August 4th. And I know this is happening in both districts and
Yeah.
in all around the world, all the districts actually. So look forward to that. Let's already start campaigning and
Mhm.
thinking of who we might be able to invite.
Yeah.
And this is also a good chance to invite them to our concert if you don't want to. That's a great introduction
Yeah.
for as well if they really love music or enjoy live performances. Something
Yeah.
that maybe they can watch is our concert
Mhm.
and then come back to join us for our worldwide evangelical
Definitely.
mission.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, it's so exciting just knowing a few weeks away we're going to be having these continuous celebrations. And, James, what are you looking forward to as well when it comes to all the activities we're looking forward to this summer?
I've always enjoyed the in concert performances. I believe this is probably the first year that I haven't really seen any of the performances just yet, so I'm really excited. Um, and it's one of those things where it's like we have a lot of activities to look forward to, and if between the August 4th evangelical mission or in concert, or even the little into giving activities that we have lined up for the local and the districts. It's a lot of things to be excited for, and the summer's been great. Weather, I believe, is going to hold until maybe or early August. So we'll be experiencing a lot of good times.
Yeah, definitely. I feel the same way, James. A lot of good times ahead.
A lot of good times ahead,
Yeah.
lots of opportunities to see each other in person as well,
Yeah.
to see our fellow brothers sisters from the different locales. These are, I think, in these district-wide activities are times to see old friends and of course make new ones as well.
Yeah.
I love seeing this when district activities that happen, especially in the month of July. We know July is very important for us members,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of activities that happen during July, and it's one of those where, at least for my family, we tend not to plan anything until after all the celebrations because
Yeah.
we love seeing everybody and seeing the activities and participating in them.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm like, man, and especially with this new time for radio, I know we keep mentioning it through this broadcast.
Every Friday night,
It's going
at
to be a
9:30.
lot. Yeah. So even if, maybe you are farther away, or maybe if anything happens, you can always tune in to our show here on YouTube. No matter the distance, you can go ahead and really feel the Bay Area, California, and Silicon Valley and INC Radio family feel with all of us here on the live chat. And, this is also our invite. If you'd want to join us as panelists, go ahead and reach out to, any of us or any of the CFO officers within your local congregations. And hopefully you can also join us here on INC Radio, and we'll get to see some new faces too throughout this summertime. All right. Well, are we wrapping up, Auntie Jill?
I think
we might be wrapping up.
We are wrapping up. Let's see any
Yeah.
other shout out. Oh, thanks. Oh, Sister Janelle David is super excited for all the celebration that's happening. And Brother Raniel Santos, woo, who is
excited.
He's excited as well for the anniversary in concert.
And we have Brother Michael Guerrero. Shout out to Brother James, Sister Sophia, and
Brother
Sister
Michael.
Jill. Also, Ka Ramon Adala, happy viewing from Pacifica, Bay Area, California. And Sister Amy Frank, don't forget to hydrate full, especially when doing exercise. Yes, good tips for the summertime as well.
So many things. Let's see. Thank you. From Sister Miles Santos. Thank you, Sister Sophia, Sister Jill, and Brother James for an awesome INC Radio tonight. Looking forward to all the activities happening this summer for both districts. I absolutely agree. I'm looking forward to all the activities that have been planned out for both districts, and a chance to get to see each other in person, and catch up a little bit.
Definitely. Should be a fun time. Well, Brother James, before we sign off, do you have any shout outs or greetings that you'd like to make?
Definitely. Of course, shout out to my home local of San Pablo, District of Bay Area, California. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I know our resident minister has always been a very active supporter of the INCRadio broadcast. But of course, all the Kadiwas, and for everyone who no tuning in from all over, shout out to Sister Taylor Joy and Brother Stefan. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon.
Yeah, thanks so much again to all of those who supported in our live chat and all of the fun greetings as well that we were able to see. Out to Jill, do you have any greetings as well that you'd like to make?
I just want to say hello to my mom, Sister Christia Graspi. I saw her put in her live chat a little earlier. I didn't have a chance to say hello. But so hi, Mom. Thank you for tuning in tonight on our INCRadio. If I could also greet Brother Andrew Lobson and his family, the Lobson family, and from the INCRadio family here, we're sending our sincerest sympathies to you as the Lobson family has lost one of their matriarchs, someone who I grew up here as well in Redwood City, Sister Marina Lobson, who was one of our pioneering members in Redwood City, as well as in INC in the West.
Yeah.
So our sincerest sympathies, and just really quickly, I know Sister Marina was very fierce about her faith. And as a kid, I was super scared of her. but the one thing that I do remember is that always fighting for her faith. And and every time I had a chance to speak with her, she always spoke about her faith. And every time she had to fight for it. So, and she fought well, and now is resting.
Condolences to the Lapson family as well. And thank you also to them for all their support within INCRadio, especially Brother Andrew, one of our main hosts.
Brother Andrew being one of our main hosts is a great support for INCRadio, and he has that voice. And so is and Brother Clint, his dad, is the voice for a long time. If you ever hear them, I've used them in several productions for hosting because of the voice, the bass voice that they carry. Very, very recognizable. And I've always pulled them in to do all of my PSAs in different activities and different programs and concerts. I've always asked them to host.
100%. Yeah. Thank you so much, to all those continuing to support INCRadio. And we did like to go ahead and say a thank you as well to our Kuya Tech who helped us out today. Thank you also our Brother William, all the way in the Philippines. Well, thank you also to our executive producer, Brother Manley Andaya, for all his support within INCRadio. And within our districts as well, in Silicon Valley, we'd like to say thank you to our OIC CFO Overseer, Brother Francis Valencia, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Alex Onate, and then our District Supervising Minister in Silicon Valley, Brother Noel Gasman. And for all of us here in Bay Area, California, thank you to our Multimedia Advisor, Kashawn Adam, to our CFO Overseer, Brother Alex Lorido, to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Raywell Del Rosario, and also to our District Supervising Minister, Brother Jojo Bayani. Thank you also so much to our Subsea CEO, Brother Angelo Manalo, as well as to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for all your help to us here on INCRadio. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in today.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Brother James, all the way from San Pablo, joining us tonight.
Awesome. And we'll see you next week at 9:30 p.m.
Before we guys end, I do have, I had a few people text me, hey, give me a shout out. Okay, shout out to Sister Janelle for tuning in and being my sister's gym buddy. And shout out to Brother Jeffrey for being my gym buddy, and then Sister Destiny for being a great person.
For being a great person, for sure.
Awesome. Well, we hope to see everyone once again next week on our new time, Friday nights at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time for INCRadio San Francisco. Great shout outs, and thank you for all your support by tuning in and putting your greetings in. We love seeing it. It just shows us that you're there and participating and answering our questions. We love
Definitely.
seeing the answers.
interactive,
Yeah, we love seeing those answers.
Thank you so much.
Happy
everyone.
weekend.
Have a good night.
Yes,
we can say
good
that now.
night.
Have a good evening.
And have a
Thank
great
you,
weekend,
everyone.
everyone.
We'll see you next time on INC Radio San Francisco.
Hello po mga kapatid! It's your bubbly, smiley Ate Casey mula sa programang Student Talk Radio. And remember, handa na ba kayo? Because 28 days to go na lang is the Iglesia ni Cristo 110th anniversary na. Happy anniversary po!